Hi, Chris Wilson Slack with managerstoleaders.com. I want to talk a little bit today about the next fear, which is the fear of being vulnerable. How does this come out? Well, I'd like you to think of the example of a tortoise or a turtle walking along the beach. They've got their shell on their back, and some kind of predator is coming up to them. They want to eat them. They withdraw into their shell, and that protects them from being eaten or killed by whatever it is that's coming after them. This is the same with a fear of vulnerability. It comes out as a shell that's being built and protective of the person. How does this manifest? This manifests generally with arrogance. And arrogance is not always what we perceive to be the vain person, but it can also be somebody who's overly prideful. That fear of vulnerability, that fear of being attacked, and the shell that they build is their way of pushing out their important parts, their important actions, their important deeds, and using that as a shield so that nobody can dig in and learn more about them. The way to get through this fear with yourself or with other people is twofold. The first is to be able to open up and speak with somebody. If you feel that you're being judged and you feel your shell coming on, you can ask them straight up about them judging you, and you can talk a little bit about your vulnerability. I think that's the other way to get around this is also to create a safe environment. Create a safe environment for yourself and create a safe environment maybe for somebody else who has this same fear of vulnerability. When you create a safe environment without judgment, with just listening, taking it in, and participating in an authentic conversation, you allow them to start taking off the shell and being able to be a real person. You do this enough times and you gain a confidant and a relationship that becomes supportive both ways and could be one of your best relationships. So take the time, ask them to be brave, you be brave. Don't be afraid to ask questions and create that safe space so that vulnerable person, that person who has that fear of vulnerability, can let go of that arrogance and become more authentic. Again, I'm Chris Wilson Slack, Managers to Leaders Coaching, and I hope you have a fabulous day.